Hello, I am Reveal's Technology Ambassador. I am here to discuss Gartner's Continuous Threat Exposure Management, or also known as CTEM. In this session, we will focus on the validation stage and show you how Reveal's Epiphany Intelligence Platform uniquely simplifies both validation and the entire CTEM lifecycle for you. The validation stage involves confirming the exposure from configuration, maintenance, or access, allows the issue to actually be exploited. Essentially, it is proving the likelihood. Let's now delve deeper into validation. Reveal's Epiphany Intelligence Platform Validation Engine is commonly referred to as EV. This automates the validation of network and device controls to verify your environment and the issues identified. While EV does operate within the CTEM framework with Revealed, it can also be purchased and operated as an independent capability for breach attack simulation. Why is EV unique and the best industry solution fit for CTEM? That is simple, because, as part of an integrated CTEM platform, EVE provides the validation stage. This means you don't need to buy multiple solutions for CTEM. EVE provides flexibility with both predefined and custom-based validation emulation, which you can test against your environment. EVE allows execution of malware samples, for example, ransomware such as BitLocker, in a real or isolated secure environment. EVE also monitors all callbacks, lateral movement, and attack servers. Finally, modern EDR solutions detect other solutions in market. This means you cannot properly test your endpoint controls for effectiveness. EVE allows you to both evade and naturally trigger the EDR solutions. Let's now walk you through the EVE solution. When you log into the EVE platform, you will be presented with the main dashboard. You can observe summary data such as top targeted endpoints, geographical locations of endpoints, most successful proven threats, most vulnerable endpoints, and threats which have evaded network controls. As we move to the endpoint section, you can see all the devices which have been registered with the platform. Those shown green are online ready for validation. In this example, because we will use active malware, we turn on the isolation toggle. This protects all other devices from any lateral movement. Malware execution is optional. We are now switching to the target device which was shown in the EVE endpoint section. Here you will see how we have already deployed the revealed EVE agent and registered this device with the platform. We are now ready to commence validation by performing attack emulations. To perform validation with a built-in emulation, select New Emulation button. Select the emulation type of on-demand or scheduled. Click Next. Select type of validation, just network, breach the device, or malware execution. Click Next. Next, you select the emulation package you want. As you can see, you can search for the package you're wanting to use to validate. Once you have selected it, click Next. Select the device you are wanting to validate. Then click Next. Name your validation emulation. We recommend naming it something you can reference for ease of use later. Click Next. Then click Emulate to start the validation. At this point, we will switch to the device being validated with the emulation. You can see from the agent window how the test is commencing the initialization process. Once the initialization has been completed, the process of validating the network controls commences. Then the device controls are tested. Then finally execution of the malware. And there is the commands and malware executing that are causing the device to reboot. When we return to EVE, we can see the test has been successful. By clicking on the report, you can view the results. The default view is from the attacker's view. You can see the summary shows 11 files sent, 6 were blocked or did not work, but 5 were successful. By clicking on the file level results, you can see exactly what occurred. A number of backdoors, Trojans, and miners were stopped, but a Trojan and backdoor evaded controls, allowing the ransomware to be deployed successfully. Finally, for those that were successful, you can click on the Actions button to obtain the hashes and recommendations that help your defensive controls stop the breach. You can copy them by clicking the Copy button. If you need to understand the details about MITRE ATT&CK framework, this can be found at the bottom of the report. Let's now perform a custom threat validation. This is common for clients who need flexibility to validate use cases identified during CTEM. Shown here is all the custom threats already defined. To create a new custom threat, click on the button on top right of screen. You can use a predetermined file, or click on the code editor to create within EV. To provide flexibility, choose one of the 6 different coding methods. Let me show you an already predefined custom threat. As you can see, all the code has been already defined. You could further modify this if required. Moving from the library of custom threats, we go to the actual emulations section. To create a validation, you simply click the New Emulations button. Here, give your new emulation a name and description. By accurately describing your validation emulation, it makes it easy to find in the future. Click Next. Select the device you wish to validate and click Next. Select the custom threat script and click Next. Then click Save. This has now created the custom validation. To test, click Launch button and select Yes on the launch confirmation screen. We now switch to the target device to show the validation in action. We have made this verbose so you can see the results. You can perform this in silent mode. In the bottom right of the screen, the agent is running. Displayed in the window is the custom Python script, T1059. The script is attempting to breach the target device. As soon as the attack has been successful, the command window will display the actions and results. Results and timing vary depending upon a number of factors such as network latency, endpoint compute power, and attack prevention tools. Therefore, sometimes it is best to leave validation emulations running in background while you move on to your next validation. Success: you can see all the commands performed in the command window to the left. You can see details here of the attempt to acquire the NTLMH hash. I will now quickly show you in the platform where you can conveniently view these same results. Click on the report, then click on Preview icon on bottom right. As you can see, here are the same results from the command window on the device. Within EV, we have an extensive threat library. This library allows you to view pre-existing threats which can be executed. Let's take a look at a ransomware attack called Ryuk. It's known for targeting large, public entity Microsoft-based Windows systems. When you click on the far right icon, it takes you to Virus Total to see what endpoint protection solutions were successful and not at detecting this ransomware. The EVE Threat Library is an easily accessible and handy source of intelligence and status for validated and unvalidated threats in your environment. As you have learned, the Epiphany Intelligence Platform has a highly effective approach to enabling mobilization of CTEM. If you would like to know more, see a live demonstration, or conduct a proof of value for your company, simply get in touch with one of our local affiliate partners or reach out to Revealed via our website at www.revealed.com. Thank you for your time today. We look forward to partnering with you in the successful fight against the adversaries.